With the MK Alpha Mythic Assault Rifle being added to the game, we now have 3 long-range Mythic guns, and that begs the question, which one is the best? Is it Relik's MK Alpha Assault Rifle? Is it the Enhanced Flapjack Rifle? Or is it the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle? Unfortunately, there's not one simple answer, otherwise the video would be done by now. Now, 2 of these guns are a lot better than one of them, and I think you probably already know that one, but the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle, although it being quite a good item, heavily underrated, it's not as good as compared to the other 2 Mythics. Now this is because it has a slower rate of fire as well as doing the least amount of damage per second compared to both of these other assault rifles and having a lot worse recoil. Now a really good way of seeing this is by testing it out. If we for example hit this bot, which is really close to us, 8 meters away, you hit a headshot of 39. Meanwhile, if you hit the same thing with the Flapjack rifle, the headshot now hits for 52, and if you do it with the MK Alpha Assault Rifle, it's for 42. Although the MK Alpha Assault Rifle isn't hitting for that much more, it is a significant difference being 3 damage more, which will make the difference a lot of time in the fight between winning or losing. Now when you compare these stats at range, this is also really evident to see. For example, if we hit this bot over here that is 100 meters away and we hit a headshot on that bot, hits for 35 with the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle. Meanwhile, we use the Flapjack rifle, hits for 35, and then we use the MK Alpha Assault Rifle, hits for 37. So although the Flapjack rifle and the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle hit for the same amount of damage, which one's easier to hit at long range? If we hit the Havoc Assault Rifle, you can see it takes a long time for the reticle to reset. Now this is the reticle going back down in its position without me adjusting my mouse at all. See, that takes a relative amount of time. Meanwhile, you do this with a Flapjack rifle and you see it resets a lot faster in comparison. Now, say if you want to spray this item from long range, the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle, it does alright, but you can see the blooms moving around a lot, and I am controlling my recoil here. Now on controller, this might be a different story. With the Flapjack rifle, although spraying it is not fantastic, still tap firing at this faster rate of fire compared to the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle's tap fire, I think is going to do you a lot better. You can really tell this difference when it comes to the headshot multiplier in other ranges. So all of these guns have a 1.5 headshot multiplier. With the Enhanced Flapjack Rifle doing 32 damage, it doing the most amount of damage with its headshot multiplier. At about a 50 meter range, hitting a bot here does 52 damage compared to the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle, which only does 26 damage per shot with a 1.5 multiplier, hits for 39. Almost a 10 damage difference. Now if you look at this with the Relik's MK Alpha Assault Rifle, not only does this gun have less drop off compared to the other 2, but from a 28 to a 1.5, it's still at least in the 40s. Now the best thing about the MK Alpha Assault Rifle is its spread and spray. If we're shooting this bot from range, it's a lot easier to fry them compared to if we were using the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle. As you can see that the bloom goes a lot higher up. Now say if we're using bloom control here as well, it's still not going to be perfect or as fast as the MK Alpha Assault Rifle. As you can see, we can absolutely fry at this range. With the Enhanced Flapjack Rifle, although you can't beam people as fast or with a tight spread, that's as well as the MK Alpha Assault Rifle, this gun has other benefits. So first of all, before we talk about which one of these is the best, let's talk about the use case of the worst one. Now this gun is good, not the worst gun in the game. If you don't have a Mythic MK Alpha Assault Rifle or Legendary and Epic version, I'd recommend picking up this gun. Similar for the Flapjack Rifle. Now, if you don't have an Epic, Legendary, or Mythic version of Flapjack Rifle, and say you go to a vault, the vault's already been looted, someone's taken the rifle, you might as well take the Mythic Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle. There's one other player that this gun works really well for, and that is if your aim is not terrific. If you struggle with aiming, and you struggle with long range shots and hitting good shots, or you struggle even with close range shots using assault rifles in closer range, this gun's probably going to be better for you. The fact that it has a worse spread, if your aim isn't terrific, this worse spread may help and compensate for your bad aim. It may allow you to hit more shots than you typically would if you had dead on aim. Because in comparison to the MK Alpha Assault Rifle, if you were spraying this hip fire range close to someone, you're going to be hitting every single shot. Where if you use the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle, it moves the bloom around quite a bit. So even at these further away ranges, this might bounce around and hit the target in comparison to the MK Alpha Assault Rifle. So now that we have this out of the way, which is the best out of these 2 guns? It really depends on playstyle and what game mode you play. If you're playing zero build mode, I definitely recommend the MK Alpha Assault Rifle. This gun is really good, and it's really good especially from those longer ranges, hitting that high amount of damage that it can and having that nice tight recoil control. Now there's only one of these that you can get in the game, but still reckon the MK Alpha is better than the Flapjack Rifle, even its Mythic variant if you just have a Legendary MK Alpha Assault Rifle. It doesn't have as good spray as it used to for getting through builds, And that's where the Flapjack rifle comes in. If you play a lot of build mode or you play a lot of competitive Fortnite, the Flapjack rifle is going to be the play for you. Being able to hit a bunch of shots and deal a bunch of damage and even destroy walls super easily without having to reload and going back to the gun is going to benefit you a lot more. Being able to pressure someone, potentially take their wall and then edit through their box and still have more ammo left in your clip, and then if someone third parties you, being able to pressure them as well gives this gun a big advantage. Now if you're the type of zero build player who likes hitting dinks from long range and then rushing in or pushing in, I recommend the MK Alpha Assault Rifle. But if you're someone who likes up, close, fast gameplay, the Enhanced Flapjack Rifle is going to be more of your style. So if you're a build mode player or a zero build player who just likes close range fights and doesn't like long range at all, I recommend the Flapjack Assault Rifle. It has really good spread, even for its hip fire, even if you're not aiming down sights, similar to an SMG. And if you want a gun that does long range and everything else in between, I recommend the MK Alpha Assault Rifle. Now something that I've learned recently for the MK Alpha Assault Rifle, it seems like it might be a little bit of a bug. If someone's mid range and you're aiming at them, you'll notice that when you go to shoot headshots, that the recoil will pull upwards. Now if you're walking backwards, however, at this mid range, it seems to reset and there seems to be no recoil at all. Do note this only works at medium range and not super long ranges. As I walk backwards here, it still goes off the target, but if I walk backwards here, I'm not even pulling down my mouse. So even if you're playing on controller, this could work. Meanwhile, if I don't move backwards, you see the spray goes off the target and I'll have to control my recoil more. So that's it. And a little bit more methodical gameplay, I recommend the MK Alpha Assault Rifle. You prefer a little bit more spray, you play build mode and you play comp, I recommend the Enhanced Flapjack Rifle. If your aim's a little bit bad or you don't have better options for you, I recommend the Havoc Suppressed Assault Rifle. I hope this video has helped you out. If it has, make sure you leave it with a like rating down below and subscribe for more content. And as always, remember to take care of yourselves. Catch you guys on the flip side.